park or?
Yeah, go up in front of it. So we're gonna park. Going over here.
Park back here.
Either way, whatever you want. You can go in front of it. So look at this. Barrels in the street. You actually got to go over the double yellow line. So I'm gonna get out and look at this. We're gonna see how big this is. Let's take a look at this. They did this in front of the food trailer they've been having a conflict with. This is a hazard. This is a hazard. The hole they're talking about is about 1.5 feet deep, maybe 2.5 by 2.5 feet. Listen, I'm gonna get hit by a car because it is dangerous. So you got cones laying out here. The winds, I wonder what these cones are gonna do in the 50-mile-an-hour winds tonight. Oh, let's look at this. How much oil are we leaking under here? Look at this. See that big oil stain right there? And all the wetness under there? So this thing's leaking oil. It's a hazard to the environment, although they were complaining that the people with the trailer dumped a mop bucket or something. How are you? So we got this thing parked off the side, off the curb. When you park, you're supposed to be within 12 inches of curb according to your driver's test. We got oil leaking out of a tractor, sitting here, covering a hole that's only about 1 foot or so deep. They could have filled this back in the hole with the bucket or put a piece of steel over it and take the tractor and park it back over by the water tower where it belongs. So we got this thing sticking way in the street, encroaching where people got to cross the double yellow line. You can see the stains here too from the oil, and you can see the stains underneath it wet from the oil. So we got a hazard environment here. There's the piece they cut out. They could have put that all back or covered it or just coned it up. This is just totally unnecessary. Unprofessional in my opinion. It's damaging to the business, and it looks like crap across from the library. But my big thing is now all the oil this thing is leaking on the pavement when they complained that these folks dumped a mop bucket of water. And anyway, so that's my 2 cents. That's my opinion. So as the former Assistant Director of Operations for Northampton County Schools, who ran facilities, and a HVACR contractor, and I worked for Colonial Web Contracting, the largest air conditioner refrigeration plumbing company in the state of Virginia. It's now called Colonial Web. It was HM Web back then. So I'm a little familiar with construction and practices, and this, for a month, is unnecessary. And now we got an environmental hazard of this thing leaking oil in the streets, which the water runs to the Chesapeake Bay, of course, once it goes down the drain line. So, all right, check these folks out. And that's my 2 cents worth for right now. Just unnecessary. Unnecessary.